day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Well, we better get moving, hon. We've got about 350 head coming at us. Okay, you can slow down now. Oh. We've got a cow that's leading us. She's in heat. So she's got two suitors making sure that they keep track of her. See, we've got our wires up. There's our faithful Kangal dog. He makes all the cattle drives. There they come up over the hill. That cow's wanting to get away from those bulls. He's like, I've had enough of you all for a while. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. It's August 18th. We got, Jan just said it's the 19th. I missed it by a day. This is the time of the morning to do one when it's nice and cool. The animals really travel well. You can tell that cow's, oh, she stopped. Good. Let the rest of them catch up. The boys had them all bundled up right there by the gate when we opened the gate. And so get your cattle drive really close together. There's just a big ball of cattle and calves back there, and Ben and Isaac and Connor are at the very back, and I got my brother-in-law John. He's bringing up the rear with a few of our guests. Decided they wanted to come along this morning.
You got a 5-year-old who's just excited.
Yeah, got a 5-year-old boy. He's really fired up about this cattle drive. He's never been on one. But actually, they have guests that are Airbnb, so they hit that right. Not too many people get to witness a cattle drive. It's pretty cool though. The animals are all pretty much trained to it, and I'm going to turn around here so I don't have a crink in my neck. There we go. Okay, you can stop for a minute. I'm going to just zero in. You can actually see them a little better when I do that.
I know we got a 1/4 inch yesterday.
Yep. Okay, you better get going. They're going to pass you up. Yeah, so we're getting all of our hay put up, or hauled right now. We don't put up any hay, we buy it. But anyway, my contractor's hauling it and we're unloading it for him. So he doesn't even have to get out of the truck. And anyway, about 3 o'clock yesterday, I felt the sprinkle on my arm. We were waiting for him to come back with another load, and I'm like, it's too hot. The sun was out, and then the sun went behind the clouds. And I mean, it was a cloud burst, and it rained like cats and dogs for about 10 minutes. Anyway, when I got home last night, I looked in the rain gauge. We actually got a 1/4 inch out of it, so that was kind of neat. Unexpected. They sure were not forecasting that. Okay, stop. I just saw a cow go up in that. Yeah, they can't get through there. That's a woven wire fence. Kind of made me wonder though when I saw them disappear into that. Of all the places to disappear into, that's the best place. That's a woven wire. Pretty darn good fence right there. But when cows get chased by bulls, sometimes they'll get into they go into those big old autumn olive bushes, and there's still one in there. I can see the autumn olive bush shaking around. Woo! Yeah! When they go up a hill, they always slow down. Oh, there he comes. Look at them coming out of that bush. I guess you could see it if I put them on it. There you go. There's a bunch of babies back there, the very back. Woo! Yeah! Okay, we can take off again. Man, I'm not used to having a chauffeur, honey. This is pretty cool. Oh yeah, there's the neighbor's cows. Do they have a bull in there? I don't think so. Going in the sunlight, you probably can't even see it on the video. I don't think there's a bull in there yet. Woo! Yeah! What? Yeah, that must be oh, that's the oh, and then that bad guy, he's going away on the propane. They got that propane tank filled up. So you'll be good. Yeah, he came by earlier. Oh, he's timed that just right. There you go. Perfect. Couldn't have timed that any better. We got my sister Monica at the far end of this road. There's Thursday morning, which is today. There's usually a trash truck comes through here, and he tied it up for us too. The trash truck comes through. He uses this road as a shortcut to get over to Route F. He doesn't have any pickups on here, but he usually comes by about this time.
Going 90 to nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he's screaming. And so we just put Monica at the far end of the road and put a ribbon across it just to keep him from turning down here. And I mean, he can go around. It's another half a mile out of his way. But those bulls are really staying on that cow. That's a different cow there. So cows are cycling and the bulls are getting the job done.
And you can see that they're not really messing with the neighbor's cows.
Nope, not at all. The neighbor's cows actually moved off from the fence. Pretty cool. The gas man took our ribbon down and he filled his tank and he came back out and he tied it up. Can't beat that. It's a small world, honey. This morning we came up the hill here to my neighbor, Karen. I forgot her husband's name. Anyway, he's a big YouTuber. He watches us every day. And he saw me, he heard that my name was mentioned on Dr. Ken Berry's, one of his talks. He's a big Ken Berry guy, watching, doing the meat, the meat eater, carnivore thing. And of all things, that's where he's going this morning, to meet Ken Berry at one of his talks in Omaha, Nebraska. And so we did a selfie this morning. He was going to show Ken the picture.
We're neighbors.
Yeah, we're neighbors. That's pretty cool.
I saw Karen walking.
Yep.
Ready to go?
Yep. It's a small world. Got folks over in New Zealand watching our channel, and our neighbor right here beside us is watching it. We didn't even know it. Super nice neighbors, Karen and her husband.
Dave.
Yeah, so Jan wanted me to give a plug. The end of the month is approaching pretty quickly. For those of you all that are thinking about submitting an intern application for our Green Pastures Farm here, we do internships here. The end of the month is the deadline, midnight for 2022, and we might be looking at an internship a little sooner than that as well. So if you're interested, go to our website, greenpasturesfarm.net, and yes, go left, and send an email to Jan. Okay, shut her off. We got to get up Jan's driveway real quick. Go ahead and tie that up right there. Boy, you really need to work quick because we got to get up the driveway. Okay, I'm gonna set this down, folks. Okay, sorry about that. For those of you all that got vertigo, you probably just don't even want to watch this video. Just go watch something else. Or turn it off or turn your head away, because there's no way to shoot this without motion and dropping the phone, starting the photo, tying ribbons. It just makes it a little bit kind of like a farm, you know. Things don't work 100% smooth. There's going to be a few little hiccups. But anyway, yeah, if you're interested in an internship. It's a great way to learn a skill that'll stay with you the rest of your life, and you know, you get to work with us every day out here on the farm and learn how to do it. There's no universities teaching it. There's no other place to learn, and there's no better way to learn than to get out and actually do it. So with that, you're gonna get I'm gonna set the phone down just a second. Okay, we're back. We got cattle strung out. That cow is still leading the parade. She's in heat. I'm going to go back to landscape. Here we go. Some of the great Judy bale unrollers. So what we do is we've got a little paddock right here. It's only like an acre, but we can put them all in there until we get the whole herd in here. They'll be grazing this little bitty grass trap. And the nice thing about having a small area, folks, is when you make a cattle drive like this, it lets the cows find their babies. In other words, if we just opened up the paddock up there and let them spread out all over that, it just makes it tougher for them to find the babies. So, yep, this is the intern housing. It's where Isaac and Connor and Ben. That's their home pad. Woo! See, they're all bawling. They're bawling for their babies. They don't know where they went, but they know they're around here somewhere. Some of the more conscientious mothers, you'll see them make the whole cattle drive, and they've got Junior right next to them. Oh, they're bone. We actually gave him a section of the intern yard, which I think is kind of cool. I don't have to mow it. That's one part I won't have to mow. Man, y'all are squalling for those calves. They really do have some quality forage. This is again, we're at a 60-day rest period here, and the clovers, the Korean Lespedeza. I mean, look at that. It's just unbelievable. It's a good time to be a herbivore on Green Pastures Farm. Just a really good time. That's a pretty cow right there. There's another pretty one. There's another pretty one. There's another one. Another one. There's just a whole lot of them. We got some beautiful heifers in here. Wanted to give a shout out to Tim and his wife and family that, boy, did they get a start. Tim bought the heifers that we auctioned off on our online auction, and darned if he didn't turn around and he bought 814. One of the best bulls we've ever raised. So that's going to be interesting to watch what happens there. There's few grazing programs in the United States that gets off to a better start than that. 5 of the top heifers right out of the center of our herd, and the best bull we've ever raised. Boy, they ought to have some beautiful babies. We have a processing date tomorrow. No, it's on Saturday. We have a couple of grass-finished steers that'll be going in. And the cows are just hollering. Can't hardly hear me talking in here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off of here. And the boys will be bringing the babies around that corner any minute. And we're going to take this wire right here going across the road, and we're going to lock them in here, in this piece over here, for about, maybe an hour. Just until we get the wires taken up for the cattle drive. And in an hour, you put 350 head on that acre, it's pretty well gone. I mean, they're going after it right now. But you can tell these cattle, they're not hurting. You know, as far as the food, they're all really nice and plump. They were laying down. We went to move them this morning, and most of them were ruminating. Well, there's a nice steer. This is one we got from a friend of ours, and our landowner, our lifetime lease landowner, he's gonna be putting that guy in the freezer this fall. Boy, he's a beautiful steer, just beautiful. Dennis, you did a good job of raising him. What a wonderful animal. And Dennis has another one that looks like that if anybody's interested. They're not going to be 1,000 pounds, but that steer is going to go, I think he was 870. And a couple more months of grazing, he'll be up there probably 970 to 1,000 pounds. Just a beautiful animal, though. They're just hollering. Look what they're doing over in that intern yard, though. The intern's front yard. That's very tender grass over there. They're packed in there like cordwood. Cows are vocal, aren't they? Well, there's a nice steer. That dude there's gonna go about 1,000 pounds. There's another one. He's about 1,100. I just love the docility of our animals. You know, you can walk through them. Most of them don't even pick up their head and look at you. They're not concerned with us. We're just part of the herd because they see us every single day and we don't hurt them. Okay? So it's a wonderful symbiosis when you can walk amongst your cattle and they accept you as being one of them. They're not happy right now because there's a whole bunch of babies at the very back of this cattle drive. I think we're up to 130, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. It's getting too loud and I can't hear myself think. Y'all have a good one and we'll see you down the road next time.